the same thread. If we see the view count,
Right.
jump.
Yeah.
Start a whole new thread.
Okay. What do we do about that? Maybe go to
We can link it in the comments of the previous
the previous one. Okay. Are you able to do that, Karen? Okay.
As soon as I find it, yes.
What a bummer. Just trying to have some soul care, people. It's been overwhelming. We don't need this. Come on, we don't need tech issues on top of everything else. Come on.
All right, friends.
I
We're
think
gonna
a
try
few
one more
people have
time.
found us,
We're
and
gonna
if
try one
it
more time.
shuts down again, I don't know what we'll do. We
Yeah.
don't really know what's going on.
We don't know.
Feels a little bit like Putin
What?
is taking over our feed.
Oh, yeah.
Sorry, too dark.
Yeah.
See, I told you this is
We
what I
don't-
do. Too dark.
That's great. So we don't know if this is network related or computer related or software or Russian.
Sorry.
So we'll try one more time. But if
Try
it
one more
freezes,
time.
then we might just call it a day and do our best to come back next week.
Oh
with
my
it.
gosh, that happened. Alexa said that I said to watch Lord of the Rings, and it looped 20 times. So like I just
times.
kept repeating it.
That's
That's
fun.
so weird. It's weird how, and your face that it froze on was really great too. You
Maybe
were
I
like-
shouldn't make that face.
Oh man.
Okay. Should we just move to the next element in our service, which I think is a song?
Yeah.
Or no,
think
there's a
so,
reading,
but,
right?
Let's
What do you
give it
think?
a little time and
Okay.
chat with people for a bit so people can come back.
Okay.
Gosh. See, other people have weird, morbid sense of humor too. Sorry. I know that that's not the greatest coping mechanism. Just flies out of my mouth, and then I think, what did you just say? But I'm glad I'm not alone. We've already filled Mercy's heart. All right, good. I was sitting here thinking, gosh, we're just trying to get people some gosh darn comfort during this horrible weekend. We just keep freezing and going
Glad
offline.
for that.
Gosh
Glad for
dang
that.
it. Come on. Let us care for our souls, internet. Anyone SMH at the server? Anywho? Yeah.
I think Paul's
smack my
shaking their
head.
head.
Oh, yes. Like
Or smack.
smack. my
Shake or
head.
smack? SMH? I think it's...
I went
I
smack.
thought it was shaking
You
my
went
head.
Shake. You're probably correct. I'm usually. Oh, is it? I thought it was like this. I thought it was like.
Smacking my head. That's a face palm.
I like that. I've never thought of that.
You guys, the whole
Broadcast
time,
brought
that's
to you
what
by
I'm
dedication and
picturing.
persistence by the number 3.
Smack my
Thanks,
head. Oh my god.
All right, my mom has finally figured out Logan's
Oh,
not
I
adopted.
love Cameron's
Yeah, wasn't that sweet?
comment. That's great, Cameron. Thank you. Thanks for that. All right,
We
peeps are
back.
slowly
Hey,
coming
Joey,
back.
glad
Gosh,
you-
y'all
glad
are
you came back. YouTube might be on its
y'all are
third stream
committed.
now.
I'm so
Oh,
sorry. Yeah, YouTube. If people are back from YouTube, y'all are real awesome. Okay. Just gotta say. I always thought that too, Kate. What have you always thought? Oh, the smack my yay! I'm not alone. Someone, at least one other person on planet Earth thought that too. Thanks, Christy. All right. As y'all slowly trickle back in, good to see you. Good to see you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Thanks for coming back.
Thanks for coming back.
For those who missed the earlier announcement, like 2 minutes ago, if we crash, freeze, shut down, lose you again, we'll call that a quit. So this is our third attempt to make it go.
we
don't
are not
know
quitters.
what the problem is.
We're
We
gonna
don't
keep
know if
going.
it's network related, software, hardware, personality. I don't know what the problem is.
It's me saying a lot of things that I shouldn't say. The internet, it's like, no, Kate, not that. Nope, not that. Okay, anyway. We're gonna keep moving through the elements of our service to care for our souls today. And this next practice, I'm gonna walk us through a reading. And this can be a prayer, this can be a meditation, this can be a celebration. But what it really is this week we've all been reeling as we've watched friggin' Texas make it even more dangerous for trans lives. Transgender folks are already in way more danger than any other human. And then we watch these awful laws get passed and we just reel and we think, what can we do? And One thing we can do is continue to speak up for how beautiful we believe trans lives are. And so we're just going to take one small moment this morning to do exactly that, to speak out loud our celebration and affirmation of transgendered lives and bodies, and pray for their safety and their protection. And we invite you to do that with us. So the words will be on the screen, and I'm going to read them out loud, and we'll just go through them slowly and celebrate these beautiful humans in our world today. This comes from infleshed.com. In a world that so boringly, so violently, so stubbornly insists on its stale and narrow gender rules and regulations, God themselves is a state of constant transition. Though many try to tame their wild, make them into the image of power, and fix them permanently to one static being, they are change in a world that loves to control. They take our attempts at definitions and confuse them. They trouble our most basic assumptions about ourselves, the earth, each other. God, unwilling to stick to a single form for our comfortable comprehension, incapable of making themselves so flat, their names are always changing. They are a multitude of incarnations. Our deliverer from the status quo, our liberator from ordinary logics of power, our invitation to live into the abundance of possibilities within and around us. What a blessing every trans child birthed unto us. Precious glimpses, holy encounters. Glorious invitations to recognize the image of God, the gifts of being and becoming so much more than what's placed upon us, the possibilities for living without losing a part of ourselves, the desire to know and be known, vulnerably, truthfully, entirely alive in all of us. Amen.
We're waking up to find what's broken down. Is there truth among the wreckage that I forgot along the way? I know that I can't stay. Is there part that I could hold to if I get lost along the way? I believe in better days. I believe in better days. We lit up like a wildfire, you and I. Sent the sparrow searching into the night. By the light of the flames, waiting a place we knew we'll find our way. 'Cause I believe in better days. I believe in better days. From the places we're broken open, we'll know what to do. From the places we're broken open, what to do. From the places we're broken open, we'll find something new. And I believe in better days. I believe in better days. I believe in better days. I believe in better days.
Lord, Lord, open unto me. Open unto me light for my darkness. Open unto me courage for my fear. Open unto me hope for my despair. Open unto me peace for my turmoil. Open unto me joy for my sorrow. Open unto me strength for my weakness. Open unto me wisdom for my confusion. Open unto me forgiveness for my sins. Open unto me tenderness for my toughness. Open unto me love for my hates. Open unto me thyself for myself. Lord, Lord, open unto me.
I knew you told me you don't wanna go home tonight. Yeah, you tried to just shrug it off when I asked you why. Somebody hurt you, but you're here by my side. And I knew, 'cause I can't recall when I was the one in your seat. Yeah, I still got the scars and they occasionally bleed. Somebody hurt me, somebody hurt me. but I'm staying alive. And I can tell when you get nervous, you think being yourself means being unworthy, and it's hard to love with a heart that's hurting. But if you want to go out dancing, well, I know a place we can go. Everyone's gonna lay down their weapon, lay down their weapon. Just give me trust and watch what'll happen, 'cause I know a place we can run. Everyone's gonna lay down their weapon, lay down their weapon. Don't you be afraid of love and affection, 'cause right now it's like you're carrying all the weight of the past. Yeah, I see all your bruises, yellow, dark blue, and black. Baby, your bruises, only your body trying to keep you intact. So right now, yeah, I think we should celebrate our body's design. I think we should love our soul and mind. Maybe our purpose is to never give up when we're on the right track. And I can tell when you get nervous, you think being yourself means being unworthy, and it's hard to love with a heart that's hurting. But if you want to go out dancing, I know a place we can go. Everyone's gonna lay down their weapons, lay down their weapons. Just give me trust and watch what'll happen, 'cause I know a place we can run, yeah. Everyone's gonna lay down their weapons, lay down their weapons. Don't you be afraid of love and affection, just lay down your weapons. They'll try to make you unhappy, don't let them. They will try to tell you you're not free, don't listen. I know a place where we don't need protection, even if it's only in our imagination. Well, even if our skin or our guts look different, I believe all human life is significant. I throw my arms open wide in resistance. With every beat I dance my insistence that we will build a place we can go, yeah. Everyone's gonna lay down their weapon, lay down their weapon. Just give me trust and watch what'll happen, 'cause I know a place we can run. Everyone's gonna lay down their weapon, lay down their weapon. Don't you be afraid of love and affection, just lay down your weapon.
You read my mind, Susan. We are in that place. That song, I know a place where we can lay down our weapons. And man, Karen, Ben, Matthew, thank you for your song choices today. They are perfect. Yeah. Lay down our weapons. There's a slight buzz behind me, Ben. I don't know if that's... Yeah. I just want to take a moment here. We call these mindful moments. It's a chance to have a bit of grounding, a bit of... I guess for me, it's a way to detach a little bit from the world around me so that I can reattach to the world as it actually is all around me. I don't know if that makes any sense to you, but that's kind of how I think about it. And I was working on a spiritual nugget, which insiders speak. Spiritual nugget for us is like a short sermon, and a mindful moment is like a shorter spiritual nugget. It's just a way to kind of, and they have slightly different intentions. So anyway, I was working on a talk, and I had ideas and things to say and study and research and sort of the normal things. And I just came to Kate, and I'm like, it's just not working. It's not working. This is Friday afternoon, and this is not working. Really all I want to do is be with you and name how out of control so many things feel right now, how powerless many of us feel right now, and then see if we can't, in the midst of that, identify what we can have some power over, what we can have some control over. And Kate and I were talking about how, different people respond differently to even that idea right there. That idea of seeing the limits of our power and our control and trying to identify what can we have some semblance of. And so I say that because I'm going to share with you what has and is working for me right now. Using some of I'm going to use I statements here. In fact, I wrote it as third person, our, we, and I realized that's not really what it is. This is really me. I'm modeling for you what is true for me. And if this is also true for you, fantastic. If it's not entirely true for you, or if it wouldn't be worded or phrased how it works for you, fantastic. Like it doesn't need to be. Don't force it to work for you. You can in real time pivot to something that works for you, or you can do what I did, which is I just created a sheet of paper, and on the left, I said what is beyond our control, and on the right, what we have the power to do. And so maybe you do your own exercise later, where you just split a page in half.
Or now, right?
Or now, right? Yeah, or now. Grab a page, and what for you is just you have no power over, and what do you have power over? Okay, so I'm going to share with you what came up for me in the next few moments here together, and then we'll move into our final song and communion. And I broke this up into 3 sections. Right now, the one of the things that feels beyond my control, like I really have no power over, is related to the pandemic. I feel like I have no control or power as it relates to the spread of this virus. I have no power. I can't stop the thing from spreading. I can't stop the thing from evolving, morphing. I can't stop it. I also have no control over who gets vaccinated. I can't force people to. I have no control over that. I can't force or have any control over who acquiesces to some attempts to sort of mitigate the risk, such as whether it's wearing masks or social distancing or any of that. Like I can't control other people's actions. I can't walk around and force people to get vaccinated, force people to wear a mask. That's beyond my control. I can't control the rising cost of living as gas shoots up, as burritos shoot up, as the cost of, it seems, everything. As right now companies it feels like they're just price gouging us because they can. I can't control it. I Colby, cannot control these things as it relates to the pandemic. And it's helpful for me to just clearly state it. I have no power in that. I can't control it. But some things I can do. What can I do? I can't control those things. Well, some things I do have some power over, do have some control over, is I can do my best to find purpose, meaning, joy. I can try to find those things in the context of something like a pandemic. I can do that. I can control my efforts to try and find purpose and joy and meaning. I can do my best. I can try to do my best to protect from harm and to minimize the risk for myself and for my loved ones. That I can do. I can't control others, but I can have some semblance of control over my own self and partner with my family. And no, I can't control the rising prices. I can't. But I can ask for help when I need it. And I can have my antenna up for others when they need help. I can be listening and watching and paying attention to the people in my life and notice, man, I bet they could really use a burrito right now. I'm going to take a deep breath in. You're welcome to if you want. And let it out. The second thing that came up for me this week is this arena of relationships and the strain on relationships as a result of the pandemic and as a result of some of the world events. And I cannot control. One of the things that I can't control are the things that my friends, family members, I can't control what they believe. I can't control what they think as it relates to politics or world events. I can't control what they believe as it relates to religion or spirituality. I can't control that. It's beyond my power. I can't control how people will respond to boundaries that I try and set up. This could be choosing to not respond to an email or a text, or taking time to respond, or responding with establishing some sort of boundaries. I can't control how people respond to that or react to that. And I can't control if people will like me or understand me. And I have spent 39 years trying to do that and continually failing. I can't control if people like me, if they understand me. And that feels really heavy and hard and scary a lot of times for me. But some things I do have power over. And again, I hope one of the big takeaways this morning is that even in the midst of these things that feel beyond us and spinning out of control, there are always things we can do. There's always ways that we do have some power, some agency. And so some things I can do is I can practice actively distinguishing between a person and what they believe and that person as who they are, as a loved child of God. I can't control what they think or believe. I can't. But I can practice my own work to separate the things that they believe and they're a loved child of God. And when this is our benediction, we say it every week. So at some point that those words need to really make an impactful difference in my life, that everyone is a loved child of God. So I can do that. I can't control how the people will respond to my boundaries, but I do have power over practicing sharing what my boundaries are. I can do that. Can't control how people respond, but I can practice the sharing of them and the stating of them. And that's good for me. And no, I can't control that other people are going to always like me or like the things I say or do or understand me. But I can practice acceptance that that is okay. And I get that that might sound really simple or like a no-brainer for some. Great, I'm happy for you. It's not for me. To just practice saying, it's okay. It's okay that they don't understand me. I can actually let that go. I can't force them to understand me or force them to like me. It's okay. All right, take one more deep breath in and out. And finally, I cannot control the laws that the governor of Texas signs. I can't. It makes all the sense in the world to me that we have these, what I deem to be appropriate responses and reactions to things like the law this week in Texas. That it makes all the sense in the world that we have these responses to them. But for me, it's very important that I state that I really can't do anything about it. I can't change the law. I can't control what gets signed. And when a scary, that sounds like such an undersell. When a literal land war on the other side of the world breaks out, and a country as massive and powerful as Russia invades another country, I can't stop it. I can't control what other countries do with their military. I can't. And I can't control if other countries will get involved. I can't control if our it's important for me to name that. That's beyond my power, but that's some things that I can do. I can reach out to the trans people that I know to check in with them with zero expectation that they respond to me. The last thing they need to do is make sure that I have my response is responded to. But I can at least check in with them. I can't change the law, but I can let the people in my life know that I love them and I'm thinking about them. I can't control what foreign leaders do with their military, but I can pray for peace and openness and humility. And I know that sometimes for us progressives or post-evangelicals, that idea of praying for world peace seems maybe a bit strange. But I'll tell you this, whether me praying for peace will move some sort of needle 10,000 miles away or not, I don't know if it really is the point, because it's going to move this needle right here. And this is the needle that I'm talking about this week. This is it. I am the one that has been carrying my own weight of feeling out of power and out of control. So I'm trying to figure out what can I do to help this, because I'm no good to anyone else if I'm crushed under the weight of things that are beyond me. So I can pray for peace and openness and humility, that freaking leaders around the world would lay down their weapons. And I can't control what countries get involved. I can't control how widespread this thing might get. But one thing that I know that I can do is I can actively not participate in spreading things like misinformation and ramping up the fear for the people in my life. I can do that. And it might seem like a small thing, but this week, I don't know if you noticed like how many images and videos and things were shared as though they were like happening in real time, when really they were photos from 10 years ago, videos from 8 years ago. And you log on and it's just almost impossible anymore to know what is real and what is not real. And I know that one small thing I can do is, if I feel really compelled, I feel like I need to share this story or this photo or this video, the one thing that I can do is take the extra time to make sure that it is representative of what's really happening, so that I'm not contributing to throwing out more traumatic images and ideas into the world. Just, it might feel like a small thing, but look, it's something I can do. It's something I can do. Okay, so that was my exercise this week. Split a page in half. What is beyond my control? What do I actually have the power to do? And it was helpful for me. And if hearing me do it was helpful for you, that's fantastic. If you want to do your own exercise this week, I'd love to know about it. I'd love to hear if you want to share, or if you just want to keep it to yourself. Of course, that's always welcome as well. All right, before we finish, why don't we take one more deep breath in together and out. And if you want to gather your communion supplies, the band is going to do one more song for us, and then we will close our time with communion.
You tune because you care. It really breaks my heart to see a dear old friend go down in the worn-out place again. Do you know the sound of a closing door? Have you heard that sound somewhere before? Do you wonder if she knows you anymore? Wrap your love around me like a chain, but I never was afraid that it would die. You can dance in a hurricane, but only if you're standing in the eye. Where did you learn to walk? Where did you learn to run away from everything you love? And did you think the bottle would ever ease your pain? Did you think that love's a foolish game? Did you find someone else to take the blame? I wrapped your love around me like a chain, but I never was afraid that it would die. You can dance in a hurricane, but only if you're standing in the aisle. You can dance in a hurricane, but only if you're standing in the aisle. I am a sturdy soul, and there ain't no shame in lying down in the bed you made. Can you fight the urge to run for another day? You might make it further if you learn to stay. Wrap your love around me like a chain, but I never was afraid that it would die. You can dance in a hurricane, and only if you're standing in the aisle. You can dance in a hurricane,
gonna look really funny. I got the short one.
I shortened that one because I used it for the mindful moment, and
Now
I was
you're-
like up beyond the screen.
Oh my goodness. Do you think that
See, now you get the dwarf.
guys, I don't understand. Do you think that Brandy Carlisle would be up for like some sort of like third co-pastor situation here at Sojourn?
You guys want to bring a third in? Wow.
I mean, if
As long as it's Brandy Carlisle.
100%.
Can she be our third?
I thought
Anyway,
about it. I don't think she would say yes.
You don't think so?
No.
Okay.
You literally just now you thought about it.
Yes.
Okay. Gotcha.
I took a moment. I didn't want to
Um,
respond just without thoughtful consideration.
That was very meaningful to a lot of people. Laura said, so important to recognize and humbly accept our limitations, frees up an energy for doing what we actually can do instead of worrying about what we can't. Thanks for the mindful moment. Cool. We were
Thanks for
talking
sharing.
about that. You shared a little bit about how we were talking about different practices and different ideas land differently for different people in overwhelmed time. As Kolb was like, putting together that exercise, I was like having all kinds of issues with it and finally realized I just need to walk away and let that be your practice because we were going to do it together. And I was like, I just can't with it. It just wasn't working for me. And so I just had you do it, which was perfect because it was practicing that like we all respond differently to these hard, overwhelming times. And some things land for some people will find things helpful and some don't. And to fight that, to try to make something that's cookie cutter that works for us all, it just doesn't make sense.
Yeah.
Like, let's just do different practices that work for different people. Anyway, had a whole moment around that.
I like that. Bespoke spirituality.
I don't know. I think Brandy Carlisle works for me.
Karen's like, well, except for Brandy Carlisle. Brandy Carlisle works for everybody. All right.
For our communion elements this
Communion?
morning, we are not a sponsor. Nature Valley Peanut Bar is going to be our.
And emergency coffee that Ben brewed for me because always.
Thank you, Ben Brew.
Thank you, Ben Brew.
Yeah, take what you have this morning and let us know in the comment section what you're using. This is one of the ways that we stay anchored, connected, tethered to each other, and
It's my favorite word.
connected to the heritage of Christianity. There's a lot of things that we have distanced ourselves from, and rightfully so. You just got excited about communion elements, didn't you?
Sorry.
Okay.
Yes.
All right. So there's a lot of things that we have distanced ourselves from as it relates to this 2,000-year-old tradition, and many of it for very good reasons. But one of the things that connects us to is this idea that early on in the movement of this way of being in the world, there was a practice that they did routinely, and they broke bread and they shared a meal and they ate and they drank together. And so this is our way of eating and drinking together with you through the interwebs that fails at times and comes back together. And so this is our attempt to be connected this morning. All right. Did you want to share what you guys so excited
Oh,
about?
I just got Cameron's going old school. Bread and juice. Nice.
I took mine.
Cherry tomatoes and mineral water. I was just getting excited about Hawaiian style banana bread because I love all things Hawaiian style and I love banana bread, and the combination was like,
I don't actually know what that means.
oh, yeah.
But I
Very-
said, tell me more about aloha bread.
I want it right now.
Sourdough toast and rosé, Aaron. Sounds fantastic.
Oh, so what's funny is, Stephen, no, that wasn't me, that was Karen, but it is me now speaking out loud, my freak out about it. So yes, save me some for tomorrow. You know how we all get on and it makes us all comment as Sojo?
As Sojo,
Drives me
yeah.
nuts. I just want to like differentiate who's saying what. I don't know how to do it. Sourdough toast and rosé.
All right, take what you have for your cup.
I want that right now.
And one of the things that we left behind as it relates to part of this tradition is this idea that you are separated from God. That because of sin or fallenness or brokenness, that you are separated from God. And that somehow the only way to be connected back to God is through the death of a person. And so we put that idea to death. But we don't just do it independently. Like, we're not just jumping in the year 20, how long we've been around, 2014, to say, hey, we have this brand new idea. What if you were never separated from the divine? It's more like, no. This idea has been with this movement from the beginning.
Good
And
word.
it's just it's been clouded.
Got
and
co-opted.
it got co-opted and it's gone in different directions. But there's always been this base note of this unity and connection with the divine and with each other. And so we're doing our best to just return back to that, to be like the story of you being connected and needing some blood sacrifice, or you being disconnected and needing blood sacrifice, is not a story that we accept. And so we don't drink the cup as a way to be reconnected to the divine that we're separate from. We drink it to be like, oh, there it is.
Oh yeah, I am one.
I am with the divine already. I'm good.
I want to go through and count how many times the word almond was said during. So many almond milk, almond cookie, almond, just almond, period, almond butter, almond, all the different almonds. Y'all like your almonds.
Yeah.
You guys don't like almond milk.
You guys as in me? Because I
You-
definitely
you
don't like
too, I
almond
know.
milk.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is an anti-almond milk family.
Yeah. Okay, we got a few house notes.
How?
Gosh, I could watch Wesley pop up off the couch.
Yeah,
House
all day,
notes.
every day.
The first is this: if you would like to support Sojourn Grace through financial donations, we would appreciate that. Thank you. You can go to sojourngrace.com/donate, where you can become a recurring donor or give a one-time gift. You can also do that through Venmo, and all of your contributions.
What's going on
Peanut
that
bar.
side
No, it's
today?
fine.
Like everybody's.
It's the post
It's the peanut
COVID. It
bar.
just lingered.
That wasn't it for me. It
There's a
was,
breakdown in the,
it was the
song.
peanut.
Colby's not sick. He's never sick.
Yeah, we established that already. Thank you for your support of our mission. Okay, second note for the housing is it's our anniversary. It's our anniversary in a couple weeks. So Sunday, March 13th, which is 2 Sundays from this moment, we need to make sure we end a little earlier in 2 weeks. Well, today went long because we kept
Yeah.
crashing.
Yeah, we
cut
had
off
some
the
Today
issues.
was just weird.
Okay, but 12:30 is Savita
We've
Park in
been
Mission
ending.
Valley. It's a party in the park, potluck style. So bring food to share, and we'll have a few tables out there and a pop-up tent, and nothing fancy. Just hey, we haven't seen each other and touched each other in a while. So come be seen and be touched.
If you want to bring
It's back
aloha
there
bread,
repairing.
if you want to bring aloha bread to that event, that
I'm
would be
very
fine.
confused though of why it's banana bread, but instead of banana, you use something else. Like, isn't what makes
there's no
banana bread?
banana?
No, instead
It
you
is
use
banana makes
pineapple
banana
and
bread.
coconut, but that makes no sense. Then it's
pineapple and
pineapple and
coconut
coconut bread.
That's right. It's like carrot cake.
How,
zucchini
the
bread.
only thing
Cake
that
is
makes
not like
banana
banana
bread
bread.
is
Right.
that there's banana in
Like
it.
you could just say it was zucchini bread.
Sorry,
but
Steven.
Hawaiian.
I did not mean to attack you.
You know, there's like a really like
I'm just
inconsequential thing that we get
confused.
really obsessed with.
Yeah,
and then
this
we-
happens to me a lot actually.
The thread's
Goat
gone.
milk.
Sorry, Colby. Continue.
No, you don't have to apologize. Groups. We are just weeks away from launching another round of groups, and we are being clear about 2 kinds of groups in Sojo's orbit. One is community groups, and these are kind of ongoing attempts to build community and relationships. And then we have small groups, which have a start and a stop time and are designed to discuss a book or a topic. But these are, which one's indefinite? Indefinite means it goes on. So definite. Small groups are definite. Community groups are indefinite. It doesn't sound right though to say it like that. Is
Steven
that-
just said we can't have any aloha bread.
It's like
now.
every time I say invaluable, you get so weirded
that
out.
word
You're like, what?
weirds me out.
That means it has
so
great
the-
value?
So the 3 community groups, and it might be a misnomer to call them La Mesa Community Group or Lakeside Community Group, because it doesn't mean you have like it's
Oh.
You don't
for
have to live
that.
there.
It's more
No,
like
it's just where we are.
yeah, it's more like a community group in La Mesa or a community group in Lakeside. But like your Lakeside community group has people.
Dude, I have people
no one
from
Lakeside.
I
Who lives in
have people
Lakeside
from
other than us?
I have people who live
Actually, I
in
think
Ocean
we
Beach.
have a
I have
person from
a
Lakeside.
person who lives all the way up in Monrovia. Yeah, we have people
Idaho?
from all over.
No.
Monrovia,
So-
California.
I don't know where that is.
Isn't that where Jazz lives?
Yep.
Yeah, but Idaho would be too far.
sorry,
Like,
Jess.
don't drive from Idaho. Just don't. that's
So there's a
lot.
virtual community group on Thursdays hosted by Vicky and Alyssa.
What does
There
that mean?
is an in-person community group meeting at our house hosted by Pastor Kate. And then there is a community group that's going to meet
That's
at
gonna be
different
so
bars
much
and
fun.
restaurants throughout San
I
Diego.
want to join that one.
Again,
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll sometime.
sojourngrace.com/groups to learn about these and to sign up. And then small group, there's a small group that's going to be going through Karen's book that will be meeting
But
virtually.
Karen won't be
But
there.
not through me.
There's a small group that's going to be working through the topic of moral injury and recovering from spiritual wounds from the church, etc. And then a small group that I'm leading virtually. By the way, that small group is in person. Then my small group is virtual, and we're going to go through Rob Bell's book, What is the Bible?
What is it?
What is it?
You got to sign up from a group to find out.
is it?
You got to sign up.
I bet it's not what we think it is.
Shocking.
All right. So sign up, sojourngrace.com/groups. And if you have any questions about any of that, you can always email info@sojourngrace.com.
.org.
I keep checking to see if Steven says we can have the aloha bread again. Or if
No
we thought-
aloha bread for you. I'm so
'Cause I
sorry.
just
We
read
got
it.
banned.
No soup
We got
for
banned
you.
from
All right.
aloha
Fair.
bread.
It's a reasonable response to
Colby
my
really wants to be done with the broadcast today.
I mean,
Before it
don't we
crashes
all?
again.
I guess.
All right, this is the thing we say at the end of our service every week. It's a invitation /challenge/reminder to go into this week.